The Athletic recently came out with their top 25 college football teams in the 2000s, so I figured why not pit them against each other? That's right, we're going to put them in a college football 25 and see who comes out on top. But more specifically, we're going to put them through the 12-team playoff, have them go through the gauntlet, and see who comes out on top. Their seedings will correspond with their rankings, so the 1 seed will be 2001 Miami, the 2 seed 2019 LSU, the 3 seed 2005 Texas, the 4 seed 2020 Alabama, the 5 seed 2004 USC, and the 6 seed 2018 Clemson. I couldn't find team builder teams for teams like 2022 Georgia, 2016 Alabama, 2009 Alabama, 2000 Miami, and 2012 Alabama, so these schools will not be featured in the playoff. Which means our 7 seed will be 2023 Michigan, our 8 seed will be 2013 Florida State, our 9 seed will be 2005 USC, our 10 seed will be 2019 Ohio State, our 11 seed will be 2011 Alabama, our 12 seed will be 2008 Florida. All right, the bracket is set. We have all 12 teams seeded. Let's get into these games and find out who's number 1. We'll kick things off with number 12, 2008 Florida, traveling to number 5, 2004 USC, and it's easy to see why both these teams are on the list. Both of them won national championships, and USC starting quarterback Matt Leinart won the Heisman Trophy this year. Florida would get the ball first, and they have their version of Tim Tebow at quarterback as a lefty. Although he is not wearing number 15, he's wearing number 11. He's going to fake it, drop back to pass, and he's hit, and he fumbles the ball. Rough start for the Gators, and is picked up by USC. The 04 Trojans already off to a hot start. Leinart would march the Trojans down the field. We got 1st and goal. They're getting ready to score here with just under 12 minutes left. He throws it, and it's a touchdown to number 4, Whitney Lewis. The Trojans draw first blood. You move ahead to just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter as both teams have traded punts and sacks. Can't get any drives going. Leinart's going to drop back, pass on 3rd and 4, and he's going to find his man in the end zone. The Trojans extend their lead to 14. The Gators would get the ball back and march right down the field as well to start the second quarter. It's 2nd and 5. They need to score badly. Tebow's going to drop back to pass, hang in the pocket, going to move around a little bit, and he's going to throw it, and he's going to find who else but number 1, Percy Harvin. The Gators do-it-all playmaker. They get on the board. USC's offense would stall out again, giving the Gators another opportunity here with the ball. Just under 9 minutes left. Tebow's going to drop back. He's going to pump fake, and he's going to deliver a deep shot down the field to Riley Cooper, who's going to run it all the way in for the Gators. We have ourselves a tie ball game. The 08 Florida Gators will not go away easily. USC is going to get the ball back, and they're going to have a chance to respond. They're going to need to do something big because it's 3rd and 12. Leinart's drop back. He is just hanging out in the pocket. Got all the time in the world. He's going to step back, going to drive the ball down the field, and he's got a man to bring it down to 1st and goal. And then we get just ever so closely here. 2nd and goal. Leinart's going to drop back to pass again, hanging in the pocket. He's got someone in the back of the end zone. Touchdown for the Trojans. Florida's offense has found some life as the first half comes to a close. It's 2nd and goal. They could really use a touchdown here to tie the ball game up. Tebow's going to drop it. He's going to roll out, and he's going to get hit and fumble the ball. Florida would recover, and they're going to try to kick a field goal on 4th and goal here to add 3 points on the board. They'll knock it through. USC starts the second half with the ball, and they're going to give it to their main man, Reggie Bush, and he's going to run for a first down. We'll get to Bush more later in the video. USC would keep the drive going here with 2nd and 4. Leinart dropping back to pass again, and he is going to find number 4, Whitney Lewis, again for another Trojans touchdown. Florida didn't have much of a response, and they give the ball right back to the Trojans, who go right down the field with Leinart dropping back to pass again, and he's going to find his man. Oh, he's going to fumble. It's a mad scramble for the ball, and USC's going to get it back with a lucky break for the Trojans. And Florida has just struggled to do anything offensively in the second half. Their defense is constantly on the field, and they're doing a good job. 3rd and 12, but Leinart drops back. He uncorks a deep bomb, and it's tipped up again, and Florida's there to secure the interception in the end zone. Unfortunately, Florida would fail to continue doing anything on offense, and that would be it for them as the number 5 seed 2004 USC Trojans move on in kind of dominating fashion behind a huge game from quarterback Matt Leinart. 366 yards, 4 touchdowns. Bro is absolutely balling. We move on to the number 8 seed 2013 Florida State Seminoles hosting the 2005 USC Trojans, and this was a team loaded with star power on offense. Matt Leinart was back at quarterback, Lendo White was a big bruising running back, and star running back Reggie Bush brought the Trojans their 2nd straight Heisman Trophy. And if this team would have won the 2005 national championship, they'd probably be a top 3 team of all time. The 2013 Noles were no slouches either, though, going 14-0 as the final national champions in the BCS era, and quarterback Jameis Winston became the youngest player to ever win the Heisman Trophy at 19 years old. Look at this resume. It is just absurd. We jump into the game with USC looking to strike first here. In 2nd and goal, Leinart's going to dump it off to Lendo White, and he's going to fight ahead. Can't quite get in, but takes it down to the 1. And on the following play on 3rd and goal, they're going to turn around and give it to their man Reggie Bush, who's going to score with ease. And as you'll notice throughout the video, this Florida State team doesn't really feature the players from their 2013 team, but it's the only one I could find for that 2013 team, so we're just going to go with it. 4th and 22 for the Seminoles. Florida State was able to knock the field goal home to get on the board 7-3, so USC's going to drop back on the ensuing possession, and Leinart's going to look to roll out, and he gets sacked, and he fumbles, and they're going to scoop and score. Touchdown for the Noles. What a turn of events. In the 05 version, the Trojans are really having a tough go of it here. Florida State's got the ball back again on 3rd and goal, looking to score. They're going to hand it off, and he dives into the end zone. 17-7. USC is going to get the ball right back to try to put together a good drive and cut into their deficit as Leinart drops back to pass. He throws it, it's tipped, and it's intercepted. The worst timing for that Florida State ball in great territory. USC's defense cannot be happy, and they need a big stop here on 3rd and 7 as Florida State drops back to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. A huge sack by number 55, Keith Rivers. And USC's offense still hasn't been able to get anything going, but it's 2nd and 9. They've crossed the 50. They're in Florida State territory as Leinart drops back to pass, and he's going to throw a dot to get down to 1st and goal. On the following play, 1st and goal here, Leinart's going to drop back to pass, has plenty of time, has a clean pocket. He's going to throw it. Oh, and he's just short, but it's 2nd and goal. Plenty of opportunities here for the Trojans. And just like that, you know what time it is. They're going to hand the ball off to Mr. President. He's going to go airborne and punch it in for 6. Florida State's offense has had some problems of their own here, but it's 3rd and 9. They're going to drop back, and he's just hanging out in the pocket, dropping back. Plenty of time in the pocket, just kind of hanging out, taking his time. There's plenty of room to run, but he's not going to, and he's just going to get sacked by number 58, Ray Maualuga. And USC's defense would continue to flex its muscles and pick up the slack left off by the offense here. It's 1st and 10 on Florida State's own 5-yard line. USC is only going to rush 3, so this quarterback's going to have all the time in the world, but the pressure's going to break down. He's going to get sacked in the end zone for a safety. Oh my gosh, get rid of the ball, dude. 8.5 minutes of game time have passed by, and USC still cannot find a groove. It's 2nd and 2 as Leinart drops back to pass, well protected as well. He's going to launch into the end zone, and it's intercepted. USC's offensive woes continue. The good news is Florida State hasn't been much better on offense either, so USC has the ball here with under 3 minutes to go, trying to put together a good drive on 1st and 10. Leinart's going to find his guy, and they're going to get plenty of opportunity down the field. Great catch and run by Steve Smith, and that's going to set them up for the opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal on 4th and 2. It's up, and it is good. The Trojans are going to squeak by the number 8 seed Seminoles and move on to the next round. And of course, it's the Heisman Trophy winner who's the player of the game. He was the only one who found the end zone for the Trojans. Next up, we have the number 6 seed 2018 Clemson Tigers hosting the number 11 seed Alabama. And both teams won national championships in their respective seasons, with the Clemson Tigers becoming the first ever team to go 15-0, doing it behind a dominant defensive line that featured 3 first-round picks. You know the Tide were going to get it done on defense as well, and this 2011 version of Alabama defense is widely considered one of the best of the modern era. Now, for as good as the 2011 Tide were on defense, it was a team that featured a backfield of quarterback A.J. McCarron and running back Trent Richardson. Alabama's put together a pretty good drive to start here. They're in Clemson territory. McCarron's going to hand it off to Richardson. He's going to say, "Get off me, son." He's going to get a good block from number 71, make a move at the goal line, and he's going to score. What a run by Trent Richardson. Clemson will respond with a field goal, but it's 3rd and 10 here. They're trying to put together a good drive to close out the first quarter, but Trevor Lawrence is going to be sacked by number 49, Ed Stinson. In the ensuing possession, Alabama's put together a pretty good drive. It's 2nd and 2 in Clemson territory. McCarron drops back to pass. He's going to scramble. He's going to make a move, but where's he going? He's going to be sacked by number 34, Kendall Joseph. They get it to a more manageable 4th and 4, but Alabama's still going to settle for the field goal. He's going to put it up, and it's no good. Unbelievable signs of life for Clemson. Clemson's used some of that momentum to put together a pretty good drive here. It's 2nd and 10. They're about to cross midfield. Lawrence is going to pull it. He's got room to run, and he's going to get the first down. Oh, but he's going to fumble. It's recovered by Clemson. Clemson would squander another offensive possession, giving Alabama the opportunity to extend their lead here. 1st and 10. They've crossed midfield, and they're going to hand it to Trent Richardson, but he's going to get stuffed in the backfield for a loss. Kayvon Wallace with the big stop. Both offenses have continued to stall out, but Clemson's got an opportunity here. 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. They are looking for some desperately needed points. Lawrence is going to drop back. Oh, he's going to scramble, move around, break a tackle, and he's going to punch it in for a Clemson touchdown. On the ensuing possession, Alabama's looking to respond and close out the half with some points. McCarron's going to drop back. Oh, and he's got pressure off the edge, and it's Kayvon Wallace again with the sack and the forced fumble, recovered by number 57, Trey Lamar. That's going to give Lawrence and company great opportunity for points here. 1st and goal, he's going to drop back, and he's going to find his man, number 5, T. Higgins, for the touchdown to extend their lead. Alabama's got the ball back, though, and there's plenty of time left here to get points on the board. It's 2nd and 5. McCarron's going to drop back, and he's going to get rid of the ball right before he gets sacked, and it's number 83, Kevin Norwood, on the receiving end. He's going to run to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And there hasn't been much going on in the 3rd quarter. Clemson would add a field goal, but it's Alabama ball. McCarron's drop back on 3rd and 10. He's going to pull it, and he's going to run. He's going to get the first down. Oh, get off me, son. First down for the Crimson Tide. Heck of a run. They've taken time off the clock. They've gotten it all the way to the 1 on 2nd goal, and they're going to hand it to Trent Richardson, who's going to go over the top for the Crimson Tide touchdown. They're going to take the lead in the 4th quarter. But look how much of the clock Clemson has drained. It's a minute 15 left, 4th and 2. This field goal would give them the lead. It is up, and it is good. Clemson reclaims the lead here. 4th and 16 for the Tide. What are they going to do? McCarron drops back. He's got to put something up. He's got to make a play. He's going to scramble, roll right, and he is just going to put it up in the air. What's going to happen here? It's going to come down incomplete. Clemson is going to get out of here with a narrow victory. Moving on to the next round behind a big performance from their star quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. This brings us to the number 7 seed 2023 Michigan team hosting the number 10 seed 2019 Ohio State team. And this Michigan team is absolutely stacked. They went 15-0, won the national championship despite some of the Connor Stallion stuff. But 2019 Buckeyes not only didn't win the national championship, they didn't even play for the national championship. So a little bit of a controversial ranking here. A very talented team, should be a good game. We're going to dive into the action about halfway through the first quarter with J.J. McCarthy coming off of play action. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, but he's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He's sacked by number 33, Zach Harrison. And on the following play, 3rd and 20, McCarthy has got to do something. He's got pressure off the edge. He doesn't see it coming, and he's taken down by number 3, Damon Arnett. Those 2 sacks killed the Michigan drive. It's 4th and 27. They got to settle for the field goal, and he is not going to make it. Huge opportunity missed for the Wolverines. The 2019 Buckeyes are going to come out on offense led by their quarterback, Justin Fields, looking for a drive of their own. 3rd and 3, drops back, and he's going to find his guy over the middle, and it's number 9, Benjamin Victor, and he may go all the way. 10-5, touchdown Buckeyes. They take advantage of a huge missed opportunity. Michigan comes back out looking to get something going here on 3rd and 5. J.J. McCarthy's going to draw back to pass, hanging in the pocket. Oh, and he is going to get hit, and he's going to fumble. It's number 2, Chase Young on the sack, and it's 36, Kayvon Pope on the return. Oh my gosh, Michigan is falling apart. It is just not Michigan's day. Ohio State has the ball again, looking for more points as the first quarter comes to a close. Fields drops back, and he finds who else again but number 9, Victor. Oh, with a strong run to punch it in. 3-score lead for the Buckeyes. Michigan would finally get on the board with the field goal, but it's Ohio State ball yet again. 1st and goal. Fields is going to pull it. He's going to run. He's got space. He fades the tackle, finds the corner of the end zone for another Buckeyes touchdown. But Michigan is showing signs of life as the first half winds down. McCarthy's going to run speed option. He gets stopped, and in the second effort, he gets pushed in the end zone by Ohio State for a Michigan touchdown. Michigan would finally get some stops in the second half, and they are looking to score again to try to cut into this deficit. They're going to hand it off to their star running back, Blake Corum, and he's going to fight through contact, break the tackle, go in standing up. Ohio State's feeling the pressure a little bit, looking for some points of their own in the 3rd quarter. Fields drops back, and he's going to throw it to who else but number 9, Victor, his 3rd touchdown of the day. Michigan's right back with the ball again. Not great field position, need a big drive. McCarthy throws it down the field, and he's got number 8, Tyler Morris, and Tyler Morris has nothing but space and green grass in front of him. 10-5, huge touchdown for the 2023 Wolverines. And the Buckeyes are right back in scoring position in the early portions of the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal, Fields drops back to pass. He's going to look to move, and he is going to get taken down by number 30, Jimmy Rolder, and force a field goal attempt for the Buckeyes. Michigan's got 1st and goal as time's winding down in the 4th quarter. They're going to give it to Corum, and he is going to run in untouched, go over the top for a Michigan touchdown. And look at this. Michigan's going to go for 2 and try to tie the game. They're going to run speed option. McCarthy's going to pitch it to Corum, and Corum's going to walk on in. We have a tie ball game. And this is what games are made of, man. 2 minutes left. Fields has the ball. Tied ball game. Drops back to pass. Looking for some space. He's going to get hit, and he's going to fumble the ball. Oh my gosh, Michigan's going to pick it up, and they're going to scoop and score. What a momentum-changing play. Ernest Hausman forced the fumble, and it was recovered and scored by Chris Jenkins. Well, Ohio State's right back out there, and this game has really gotten away from them. They need to do something big here. Fields is going to drop back, and he's going to throw it. He's going to find number 17, Chris Olave, and Olave will not be caught. Look at him pull away from defenders. A huge, huge Ohio State touchdown. And Michigan slowly drains some clock. They move the ball down the field. 2nd and 3, McCarthy drops back, and he's got Tyler Morris wide open, and Morris is going to pick up a huge gain and get them into field goal position. And Michigan's going to trot out James Turner to try to win this game for them in thrilling fashion. It's up, and it is good. Michigan with the late lead, which would ultimately secure the win over Ohio State in thrilling come-from-behind fashion. And despite the loss, Justin Fields absolutely balled out, so he's going to earn player of the game. We move on to our first quarterfinal, the Peach Bowl, featuring the 2004 USC Trojans as the 5 seed and the number 4 seed 2020 Alabama Crimson Tide, a truly, truly dominant team that featured just the 4th receiver to ever win the Heisman Trophy in Devontae Smith. And even in a season marred by COVID, it's no surprise to see the 2020 Tide near the top of this list. USC's on the board first, but Alabama's going to come out led by quarterback Mac Jones, and they're looking to get something going on offense. He drops back to pass, moving around in the pocket, and he's going to find this guy back in the corner of the end zone. What a crazy touchdown pass to none other than number 17, Jalen Waddle. Alabama scores the first touchdown of the game. USC's back on offense, and they're looking to get something going. They've had a real hard time moving the ball against this Alabama defense. His liner drops back to pass, and he's under pressure. He's going to be sacked by star edge rusher Will Anderson. Alabama's got the ball and the momentum. 2 minutes left in the first half. Mac Jones is going to drop back, and he's going to throw. He's going to find his man, number 5, Javon Baker. Baker's going to make a nice move and take it into the end zone to extend the Alabama lead. But USC is going to get an opportunity here with just under a minute left. Leinart's going to draw back to pass. He's going to hang in the pocket, roll left, and he's going to throw it into the end zone, find his man, and convert for the touchdown. The first half is not over yet, and Alabama has the ball, looking to score again, maybe get some points on the board. Mac Jones hanging in the pocket. Oh my gosh, and he's going to load up and launch it deep, and he's got his guy down there, and that is the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. What an insane play. And Alabama starts the second half with the ball, and they go right down the field. It's 3rd and goal here. Mac Jones drops back, hanging in the pocket. He's got some room, and he's going to tuck, and he's going to run. Is he going to get in the end zone? He dives over the top. What a spectacular run by Jones, and the celebration afterwards. USC needs to show some signs of life on offense. Leinart drops back. He's hanging in the pocket, Gotta get rid of it. Just hanging out in the pocket. Just taking his time. No one's gonna get to him, I guess. Just hanging out. Just having a cup of tea in the pocket. Moving around. Little exercise. Oh, we got some room to run? Nope. We're just gonna hang out. Nope. Just gonna hang out. Nope. Am I gonna run now? Oh, and finally he's gonna be taken down by Will Anderson. It's 3rd and 10, and this drive is not over yet for the Trojans. Leinart's gonna draw back to pass, hang out in the pocket. We know what just happened. He's gonna finally throw the ball down the field, and he's got someone for the touchdown. What an insane throw and catch for the Trojans. Alabama wasn't too happy about that, so they're going to try to score some points of their own as Mac Jones drops back to pass, hanging in the pocket. He's finally going to throw it down the field, and how about this? He's got Najee Harris in the end zone for the Crimson Tide. Now, this is the start of the 4th quarter. USC really needs to get something going on offense. They're going to give it to Bush, and Bush is going to be shut down by Dylan Moses. And the Trojans are showing some signs of life. They've added a field goal. It's 1st and goal. They're looking to cut into this deficit. Leinart drops back to pass, and he's going to be sacked by LeBrian Ray, the 5th sack for the Crimson Tide today. The Trojans are going to try this again. 2nd and goal on the 12. Leinart drops back to pass. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to find his guy over the middle. Oh, and he's got some space. And how about this? The Trojans bring it within 5. Uh-oh, I think the Crimson Tide might be on upset alert. USC has the ball back again. 1st and 10, looking to get this drive going. He's going to dump it off to Whitney Lewis. 2nd and 3 now. They have 1 timeout, plenty of time left. Leinart drops back to pass. He's hanging in the pocket. He's going to buy some time. Cannot take a sack. He gets on the move, rolling to his left. Oh my gosh. He's going to pull it down, and he breaks the tackle. Insane run to move the change for USC. 2nd and 3 now. There's still some time left and some life left for USC. Leinart's dropped back. He's hanging in the pocket, buying some time. He's moving backwards. That never ends well, and it's Justin Igboibe with the sack for the Crimson Tide. And unfortunately, time would run out on the Trojans as Alabama survives the scare from the 5 seed and moves on to semifinal. How about this game from Mac Jones, man? He completed 100% of his passes and threw 5 touchdowns. In the quarterfinal Fiesta Bowl, it's the number 6 2018 Clemson Tigers versus the number 3 2005 Texas Longhorns. And if you remember 2005, we talked about how great that USC team was, and they lost just 1 game in a historic run, and it was to these Longhorns led by quarterback Vince Young. Young is going to get things started for us here in the Fiesta Bowl. We're about halfway through. It's 3rd and 8. They need a big time play if they want to keep this drive alive. He's going to drop back, roll out, and oh, he's under pressure, and he's going to go down, sacked by Clemson's Albert Huggins. That 4th and 19 is going to give Clemson the opportunity to go right down the field. It's 2nd and 3. Lawrence drops back, hanging in the pocket. He lets it rip, and he's got his man, tight end Milan Richards, in the corner of the end zone. And Texas finds itself behind the chains yet again on 3rd and 13. Young's hanging in the pocket. He's moving around, rolling to his right, breaks the tackles, keeping the play alive, going back to his left, and he cannot avoid the sack. Clemson's going to get the ball again and put together a really good drive here. 1st and 10 inside the 40. Lawrence is hanging in the pocket. He's going to let it rip down the field, and he's got someone, and it's the tight end Richard again. Clemson goes up 2 scores. And now Texas is finally in a better position to score with good field positions. 1st and 10, and Young's going to be sacked by the stud defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. Texas would keep the drive alive. It's 3rd and goal here on the 7. They really need to get on the board and get some points. Young drops back. He's hanging in the pocket, moving around, buying time, finding space. He does have some room to run. This is where he shines. If he can tuck it and go, he's got the space. He's going to do it. He's going to beat the defenders to the end zone for the score. And Clemson's put together a pretty good drive. It's 3rd and 1 here. They're actually going to drop back to pass. I don't know about this one. Lawrence is going to hang in the pocket, buying some time, just hanging out, buying some time. The pressure's coming. The walls are closing in, and he fumbles and is recovered by Texas's Brian Robinson. New life for the Longhorns. And Texas starts with great field position. They get it down to 2nd and goal at the 4. They could really use a touchdown to tie this game. Young drops back. He's hanging in the pocket. He's going to throw over the middle, and he's got his tight end David Thomas, who barely sneaks into the end zone. We got a tie ball game. Clemson's not done yet. They're going for points. They've crossed the 50. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence drops back. He's buying time, looking down the field, and he's got a guy wide open down the field to move the chains, stop the clock. 7 seconds left. What can they do as the first half comes to a close? He's going to throw it, and he is going to give them an opportunity to kick a field goal and take a 3-point lead. Clemson's going to come out with the ball early in the 3rd quarter, 1st and 10, looking to put together a pretty good drive and extend their lead. Lawrence has had so much time in the pocket. He's so well protected, just has no one around him. He's going to throw it down the field, and oh, and it's intercepted. intercepted by Texas. What is happening? What a heck of an interception for the Longhorns. They're going to get the ball back. What a play by number 5, Terrell Brown. Texas responds with a good drive of their own. They're in Clemson territory. Young is going to drop back to pass, hanging in the pocket. He's looking for someone down the field, moves up, and he launches it. And there are so many Clemson guys down there, and he throws an interception of his own. Texas would finally get on the board again with a field goal, but it's 3rd and 12 here for Clemson. Texas has a real opportunity to get off the field, give their offense a chance. It's Lawrence hanging out in a clean pocket. Where is the pressure? He's going to extend. Oh my gosh, he's going to roll and stop in 44. Rashad Babino comes through with the clutch sack for the Longhorns. Now it's Texas's turn in the early portions of the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and goal. Young is hanging out in the pocket. He's got plenty of time, plenty of protection. He's going to continue to drop and go backwards. That usually doesn't work for these guys. He's going to roll right, and he's going to scramble and extend the play in the shades of the 2005 Rose Bowl. The Longhorn defense has really shown up in the second half. It's 3rd and 5. Texas is looking to score yet again, and Young is going to roll right, and this is deja vu, man. He is just going to tuck it and walk into the end zone. And Clemson really needs to jumpstart their offense. It's 2nd and 8 with a little over 6 minutes left. Lawrence is hanging out, and he's looking for the deep shot. He's going to launch it down the field, and I know he's got someone down there, and it's T. Higgins who makes the catch. That's just the play the Tigers needed. 1st and goal, 3 minutes left. Lawrence drops back to pass again. They're going to go to the air, and he's going to find the stud running back Travis Etienne for a huge Clemson touchdown. And how about this? Clemson's going to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. Lawrence drops back to pass, and he's got immediate pressure taken down by defensive tackle Roderick Wright. 3rd and 7 for Clemson. They need to convert to keep this drive alive. Lawrence is going to drop back to pass. He's looking for his man, steps up, looking for his man. He's keeping the play alive, and he's going to launch it down the field on his tipped 4th down. And this is going to be it for Clemson. 4th and 7, their final hope to keep this drive alive and try to come back and tie this game up. Lawrence is sitting in the pocket, buying time, looking for someone down the field. He's got to get rid of it. He can't take a sack. He throws it down the field, and it's incomplete. Texas is going to get out of here with a win and move on to the semifinals. And of course, they got a big-time game from quarterback Vince Young with over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and that was just the type of performance he needed to have to send the Longhorns on. In the Sugar Bowl, it's our first look at the 2-seed 2019 LSU Tigers as they are taking on the 2023 Michigan Wolverines, the 7-seed. And this 2019 Tigers team won the national championship in dominating fashion, a 15-0 record with Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Joe Burrow leading arguably the greatest offense in the history of college football with a team that produced 14 NFL draft picks and set a new record. They dominated from start to finish. And the Tigers have the ball first at midfield, 2nd and 7. Burrow's going to drop back to pass, hanging in the pocket. You know he's going to be well protected, and he's going to throw it, and he's going to find his man to the left, and that's Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Michigan's got the ball. They've put together a really good drive, as you can tell. It's 2nd and 6. They're looking to get in the end zone too. McCarthy drops back. He's hanging out in the pocket, well protected. He's going to throw it, and he's going to find his man, Tyler Morris, in the end zone for a touchdown. But the 2019 Tigers are not going to go away easily, especially on the offensive side of the ball. It's 2nd and 2. Burrow is leading the charge. He drops back to pass yet again. He's going to roll, scramble left, reset, find his man in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. And guess who it is? Jay Jetta's number 2, Justin Jefferson. And LSU would quickly go back on offense, but it's 3rd and 5. They're in Michigan territory. They need to convert to keep this drive alive. I'm sure they don't want a field goal. Burrow's dropped back. He's hanging out in the pocket. Again, going to be well protected. Pancake there. Pancake by Sadiq Charles, the left tackle. These guys are playing their butts off. Burrow is continuing to hang out in the pocket, continuing to hang out. Another great block by Charles, but it's going to be Jimmy Rolder who finally takes him down to the ground. That sack would take him out of field goal range, so they'll have to punt, and they'll pin Michigan all the way back, and they get into the backfield, and it's a safety. 2 points for the LSU Tigers. The defense is showing up. LSU would, of course, get the ball back and go right down the field, looking to score and add to their lead as Burrow drops back to pass. He's going to find his man down the field. What a throw, what a catch, and that's the tight end, Thaddeus Moss, number 81, in the end zone for the Tigers. And Michigan cannot let this game get away from them. They're back on offense. They hand it to Corum, and he's fighting, but he fumbles the ball, and it's going to be recovered by number 9, Marcel Brooks for the LSU Tigers. And in case you were surprised, it's 1st and goal for 2019 LSU. They are going to give it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to score another touchdown. And yet another Michigan drive would stall out, giving the ball right back to LSU. So Burrow's going to drop back. It's 1st and 10. He's got plenty of time, plenty of opportunity. He's going to continue to find room and scramble, but pressure is coming, and he's going to be sacked by Jalen Harrell. LSU would respond as the first half is coming to a close. It's 3rd and goal, and they are not looking for a field goal. They're looking for a touchdown. Burrow's going to launch it, and he's going to find a young number 7, Ja'Marr Chase. That's right, Ja'Marr Chase wearing number 7 in the end zone for the Tigers. This game is getting away from Michigan, but they would find a field goal in the second half, but all of that before LSU hands it off to Edwards-Helaire, and he rips off a big run to extend the drive, putting the 2019 Tigers in great position to extend their lead even more. Burrow's going to drop back to pass, and they might just be going for the kill altogether. He's going to throw it and find who else but number 2, Justin Jefferson. Michigan yet again for a Tiger touchdown. And the clock is just winding down on Michigan. The third quarter coming to a close, 3rd and goal. LSU's looking to score yet again, but Burrow's taking up a lot of time and he's going to be sacked by Hausman. LSU would finish the drive with a field goal, and it's just been one-sided all game. There's still some fight left in the Wolverines though, as McCarthy drops back to pass on 2nd and 1. He continues to buy time, and he's going to throw it over the middle, and he's going to find his man, number 6, Cornelius Johnson, for a big-time gain. And Michigan has a great opportunity to build off of that just under the 10-minute mark. They hand it off to Corum, and Corum has a ton of space. He is going to punch it in for the Wolverines. Unfortunately, though, that would pretty much do it for Michigan. Both teams would score again, but this game was all LSU all day. 57-20, LSU is moving on to the semifinals. With the help from their Heisman-winning quarterback with just an absurd stat line, Joe Burrow went off. In the Rose Bowl, it is the number 9 seeded 2005 USC Trojans going up against not only the number 1 team of the 2000s, but a team that is widely considered the best college football team of all time, the 2001 Miami Hurricanes, a team that was just loaded with NFL talent. That's right, not just college talent, but NFL talent. Multiple Hall of Famers, multiple All-Pro players. However you want to measure it, the 01 Hurricanes are one of the greatest teams ever assembled in college football. But it's the 9-seeded Trojans looking to strike first as Leinart drops back to pass, hanging in the pocket. There is some pressure, but he's going to get rid of it just in time, and guess who was on the receiving end of that? That's right, Mr. President Reggie Bush. But Miami is going to get their shot at it. 3rd and 10 in USC territory. Quarterback Ken Dorsey drops back to pass, but he is sacked. That's a drive killer. 4th and 16, and the Hurricanes will have to settle for the field goal. He's going to put it up. It's definitely makeable, but he's not going to make it. Unbelievable miss. And the powerful USC offense is already in Miami territory again. Matt Leinart drop back to pass. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, he's going to be sacked by Jerome McDougal. On the following play, Leinart's going to drop back to pass. It's 2nd and 22. He's looking to take a deep shot. He unloads a huge ball down the field, and he's got his man. And that's number 1, Patrick Turner, on the receiving end of it. What is happening to this Miami defense that features Ed Reed, Jonathan Vilma, John Taylor, and Phillip Buchanan? And Miami's offenses seem to have found a spark. It's 1st and 10 in USC territory. They hand it off to Willis McGahee. He makes a nice cut in the backfield, some hard running, gets it to 2nd and inches, but it's 3rd and 3, and Miami really needs to capitalize here. They are so close to scoring. Ken Dorsey drops back to pass. He's looking, he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by number 96, Lawrence Jackson. Miami would make their field goal this time around, but USC has it on 3rd and inches. Leinart's going to fake it, and here comes Ed Reed off the edge, and he forces the fumble. What a huge opportunity by Miami's defense to give the ball right back to their offense. And Miami is struggling to go forward. It's 3rd and 14. They really need to get some points. Ken Dorsey drops back to pass. He's under pressure again. Oh, and he's hit by Keith Rivers, and the fumble is forced. USC gets the ball back. Bad showing for the 01 Canes. And in this battle of defense, Miami's version would get the ball back for the Canes' offense. It's 2nd and goal. They put together a decent drive. He's going to turn around, hand it off to Clinton Portis, who goes airborne for the Miami touchdown. Both defenses have continued to play well. Dorsey drops back to pass. He's looking for someone over the middle, and he's going to throw it, and he's going to find his tight end, number 88, Jeremy Shockey, for the 1st down. With 1st and goal and just under a minute left, Miami has every opportunity to take the lead. Dorsey drops back, feels the pressure. He's going to throw it over the middle, and he's got his receiver, number 1, Daryl Jones. The Hurricanes take the lead. On 3rd and 9, USC is looking to get their offense going, to get some momentum going into the half. Leinart drops back, and he's under pressure and takes a huge sack, which means Miami's going to have one more opportunity at points. It's 1st and 10. The clock is winding down. They have no more timeouts. They're looking for the end zone. Dorsey drops back, hanging in the pocket. He's going to throw it over the middle. What a ball. When his receiver fights for extra yards, and he is going to find the end zone, and that is the Hall of Famer, number 5, Andre Johnson. Miami went from being down 14 to up 10, starting with the ball in the second half. They're going to give it to McGahee, and look at all that space. Look at all that field. He makes a cut. They are not going to catch him. He is just too fast. What a huge start for Miami. They have officially blown the doors open on this game. USC really needs to get something going on offense. Leinart's going to drop back, roll out. He takes a hit as he throws, and he completes the pass to their superstar wideout, Dwayne Jarrett. That's going to give the Trojans a new set of downs, and they finally have some life on offense. Leinart's going to draw back to pass, buying time, looking to find someone down the field, but it's Orion Harris who gets through and forces the fumble. McDougal picks it up, and I think he's going to run this one all the way in. Things have officially gone from bad to worse for USC. USC just cannot get anything going on offense. They keep giving the ball back to Miami. Dorsey drops back to pass. You know he's going to air it out, and he's going to find Shockey again for yet another Miami touchdown. It's USC with the ball again, and they face a very steep mountain to climb. Leinart's going to drop back to pass. He's going to be under pressure again. Can he get rid of it? Nope. He is going to be sacked by linebacker DJ Williams. USC is desperately trying to get something going on offense as Leinart drops back to pass. He's hanging in the pocket. He's got to get rid of it. This never ends well, and he's going to be sacked, and it's a forced fumble and recovered by number 99, Andrew Williams. Both teams would add airborne rushing touchdowns from Clinton Portis and Reggie Bush, and that would pretty much do it for USC as the 0-1 Hurricanes dominated 52-21 to secure their spot in the semifinals and continued their claim as the greatest team of the 2000s. Our first semifinal game is the Orange Bowl, featuring the number 2 seeded 2019 LSU Tigers taking on the 3 seed 2005 Texas Longhorns. Both high-powered offenses are actually going to take sacks to get things started, both struggling to kind of find their footing and get this game going. Vince Young would rely on his athleticism to extend the drive and create a new set of downs, new set of chains, all before dumping it off to his receiver, number 5, Billy Pittman, who himself is going to extend the drive and get a big gain for this Texas Longhorns offense. And they're going to hand it off to their star freshman running back, Jamal Charles, who's going to swivel and navigate between the tackles and find the end zone to draw first blood. Both of these offenses just cannot find their footing. They cannot sustain drives. They cannot protect the quarterback. We've seen them give up so many sacks to start. They really just need to find some consistency, especially 2019 LSU. Texas has it first and goal, looking to take a commanding 17-0 lead. He hands it to Ramones Taylor, who goes over the top for a touchdown. In an effort to get some momentum and slow down Texas's defensive line, LSU was going to come out and run 4 consecutive screens. It's going to get them down to second and goal. They're going to give it to Tyrion Davis-Price, who's going to stop stuttering. He's going to find his way into the end zone. 3rd and 11 here for the Longhorns, and they need to really get something going on offense too. It's Vince Young dropping back to pass. He's got plenty of time, and he's just hanging out in the pocket, going to move around and just kind of hang out, buy some time, see who comes open. Great block by 63. He's staying active with his feet. Oh, there goes Vince Young. He's going to drop back, move around, climb up, reset, shuffle. I don't know if he's going to run. He's going to take off, and there he goes. Competitive run for the first down. 3rd and 5 for Young and company. The last thing we want to do is give the ball back to a surging LSU offense. Young has plenty of time in the pocket. It's clean. They can't stay protected forever. He goes down. We move ahead to LSU's own 3rd down, and Burrow's going to drop back. He's really got to convert this. Keep the chains moving. Just under 3 minutes left. He's buying time, drifting back in the pocket. He's got some space to step up, and he's going to do it. Is he going to run? He's going to take off, and he's going to slide for the first down. And LSU just cannot stop playing from behind the sticks. It's 3rd and 9, less than a minute left in this 3rd quarter, and LSU only has 7 points to show for their efforts on offense today. He's dropped back in the pocket. Burrow's just hanging out. He's got some time. He's moving around, trying to find some space. Behind time, Texas's defensive line is gassed. Heck of a block by LSU. This is just utter chaos. He's got to step up and go. He's going to run. He's got an opportunity, but he's short. LSU would get a stop, get the ball back, put together a drive, and hand it off to Davis-Price, who's going to walk on in. Under 8 minutes left. It's now a 3-point ball game. Texas needs some momentum. They're going to hand it off to Ramones Taylor, who's got some space, and he's going to pick up the first down. Texas has taken some time off the clock, but it's 3rd and 9. They're in great field position here. Vince Young drops back to pass. We have seen this before. He's hanging in the pocket, finding space, buying time. He's going to try to roll out, and there's nowhere to go. And he's going to get hit, and he is going to fumble, and LSU is going to get the ball back. 2nd and inches here for 2019 LSU. They need to convert. They're going to hand it off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Look at the space around the corner. Oh my gosh, he has tons of green grass in front of him. He's going to run, and he's going to fumble. The ball's going to go out of bounds. LSU dodges a major bullet, but it's 3rd and goal on the 1. They need this touchdown, and Davis-Price is going to walk on in. The Tigers have taken the lead. Texas has an opportunity to answer here. Just under 3 minutes left. 2nd and 6. Vince Young, he is going to drop back the pass. He's got time. He's got space, looking for more of it. Plenty of space to throw from. He's going to run up to the line. He's going to launch it down the field. He's got his guy down the field, but it's intercepted by LSU. He threw it right to the safety, and that is not what Texas needs. LSU is going to get a good chance to return the ball here and retake possession. Texas would quickly get it back. It's 1st and 10 at midfield. They have a great opportunity here to retake this lead. Vince Young finds his man, number 2, Brian Carter, over the middle. New set of downs for the Longhorns. All right, a minute and a half left for Texas. Let's see if they can just drain some clock and try to control the outcome of this game. Vince Young is going to drop back. He's going to roll left, and he's going to try to find his man down the field. What a play. What a throw to extend it. And they don't take much time off the clock. They give it to Ramones Taylor. It's 1st and goal. He's got plenty of space, and he's going to walk in, but LSU will have an opportunity to answer back. And on that ensuing possession, 2nd and 4, Burrow drops back to pass. He's well protected. He's looking for more space. He launches down the field. He finds Ja'Marr Chase for a first down. And here we go. 1st and 10 for LSU. They have 2 timeouts. There's a minute left. There is no need to rush or panic. Burrow drops back to pass, and right away he's taking a shot, and it's Ja'Marr Chase, and he's not going to get caught, and there's no one in front of him. LSU has reclaimed the lead. Does Texas have any more magic left? There's 40 seconds left, 2nd and 10. They do have a timeout left. Vince Young drops back to pass. He's going to let it rip, and he has got his man down the field. Limas Sweed. Texas would use their last timeout, but they've crossed midfield with 33 seconds left. 1st and 10. Vince Young's going to drop back to pass. Buying time, looking for somebody. He has got to get rid of it. These plays never end well, but he is well protected. Oh, and he's going to get broken free, and it's Justin Thomas on the sack. And unfortunately, that's just going to do it for the 2005 Texas Longhorns. The 3 seed in this tournament. The clock is just going to run out. Using that last timeout, unfortunately, they had to do it, I guess, but that was the end of it. And the 2019 LSU Tigers have won the Orange Bowl, and they are are advancing on to the national championship. We move on to the final semifinal game, the Cotton Bowl, between number 4 2020 Alabama and number 1 2001 Miami, to see who will face LSU in the national championship. A bit of a slow start for both offenses, but with just under 9 minutes left, quarterback Ken Dorsey is going to come out and guide Miami to 2 consecutive first downs. Miami would keep the drive alive to 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. He turns around and hands it off to Clinton Portis, who's going to walk on in for the first touchdown of the game. Alabama's putting together a drive of their own here. 2nd and 1 at midfield. He's going to turn around and hand off to Najee Harris, who's going to get more than 1 yard, extend the run, and he's going to get the tie. Great field position. And with the first quarter coming to a close, both teams have played pretty well on offense. And I may have spoken too early because a bunch of drives would continue to stall out. Even though they would both add field goals, Ken Dorsey drops back to pass on 3rd and 11. He's got plenty of room. He's going to tuck it and he's going to run. He's got space to get the first down, slides. And it's another 3rd down that Miami has to try to convert into play action. Ken Dorsey's going to drop, settle, and he is going to be sacked by number 18, LeBrian Ray. Miami would eventually add 3 more points as Alabama just cannot get anything going on offense. Dorsey drops back to pass, plenty of space. You know he's well protected. He's going to launch it downfield, and he's got his guy Daryl Jones for yet another Miami touchdown. And it's just a lot of the same story as Alabama cannot get anything going on offense. Dorsey hands it off to Portis, and he's going to dive in. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, but Alabama cannot do anything against this vaunted, talented Miami defense. But Alabama's defense is going to have a shot here, and it's a big-time sack from number 94, DJ Dale. And Alabama gives it right back to Miami. 2nd and 2 here. Dorsey's going to fake the play action, draw back to pass, and he is going to be sacked by number 58, Christian Barmore. 3rd and 12 here for the Canes. They got to do something. Dorsey drops back to pass. He's got plenty of time, but the pocket is collapsing on him, and he's going to extend, but he's going to get sacked by Fedarian Mathis. Alabama's offense is finally showing some signs of life here. 1st and goal, they're going to put Mechie in motion. They're going to give it to him on the touch pass. He's going to cut up, turn up, make a move, and he is going to find the end zone finally. And how about this? Alabama's going to go for 2 here to try to make this a 2-score game. Mac Jones drops back to pass, hanging in the pocket. He's got some space. He's going to take off, and he's going to convert. But Miami's going to go right down the field. It's 1st and goal. Dorsey's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it underneath to his man, number 9, Tevin Beard, who's going to dive in for the Miami touchdown. And the number 1 seed 2001 Miami Hurricanes have proven just too powerful for yet another team. They would add another field goal and secure their spot in the national championship. But look at this performance from quarterback Ken Dorsey. 96% completion percentage. The Hurricanes are the Cotton Bowl champions. And here we go. Number 1 versus number 2. The 2001 Miami Hurricanes taking on the 2019 LSU Tigers for the top team of the 2000s. And LSU's put together a really good drive to start. They're going to run a little triple option. Burrow's going to pull it, and he's going to pitch it to Edwards-Helaire on 2nd and 2, and Edwards-Helaire is going to get more than enough for the first down. And LSU would get it all the way down to 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Oh, and they're going to run play action. Burrow's drop back to pass. He's got plenty of time, but pressure is closing in, and he is going to be hit, and he's going to fumble. Miami is going to recover the ball. A huge mistake by the LSU Tigers. And Miami's going to get things going here with 2nd and 4. Ken Dorsey's going to drop back to pass. He's got his man Daryl Jones for the first down and then some. 3rd and 1 for the Canes here. They're in prime position to score and take the lead in this game. And Dorsey's going to play action. He's going to roll out. He's going to set up. He's going to chuck it down the field, the back of the end zone. He's got his man Jones again for the score. LSU's on offense, and you already know what time it is. They're going to throw the ball to their running back on 3 consecutive plays to supercharge this offense and get some momentum going. And they would get it down to 3rd and 1. They're looking to tie the ball game. Burrow drops back to pass, and he's going to be pressured and sacked. The 2nd quarter is underway, and both teams have been trading punches. LSU back on offense. You know they're going to break out more reliable at the screen, and it's Davis Price who's going to pick up the first down, bounce off of contact, keep the drive alive. New set of downs for the Tigers. They're looking to get on the board and maybe take a lead in this game. Burrow drops back to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by Andrew Williams, number 99. LSU would go forward, but then quickly go backwards again as Burrow takes another sack and is almost sacked at a field goal range. 7 sacks so far, but on 4th and 26, the Tigers are going to get the kick up, and they are going to knock it through. Miami's going to get the ball back and put together a pretty good drive here on 2nd and 9. Dorsey's going to run play action, roll to his left, and fight his body and find Andre Johnson wide open down the field for another Miami touchdown. LSU's powerful offense has also responded with a good drive of their own. They're going back to the triple option. Burrow's going to pull it. Oh, and he's got the first down. Tough running to move the chains. LSU's got it 1st and goal at the 2-minute mark. They're looking to get some more points on the board as Burrow drops back to pass. He's going to throw it, and he's got his man Edwards-Helaire for the touchdown. And how about this? After Miami's drive stalls out, LSU has a chance to go ahead with a 60-plus yard field goal, and it's no good. And it was pretty close. It looked like it had just enough distance, but it was too far to the left. The 3rd quarter's underway, and it's Miami who's moving the ball down the field with their high-powered offense. 3rd and 5, Dorsey is dropped back to pass, just hanging out and chilling in the pocket, moving back, trying to find some space. His offensive line is holding it. There's plenty of room to step up and run. I don't know what he's going to do. He's just hanging out. He's going to tuck it and run. I think there he goes for the first down. What a run. 3rd and goal here for Miami. They've got a great opportunity to extend their lead. Dorsey's dropped back in the pocket, and here we go again. Dorsey just hanging out, going to be well protected, not going to do anything, going to hold on to the ball and try to roll left. And when he breaks the tackle, but he's going to be brought down. Number 6, Jacob Phillips. Miami would kick the field goal to extend their lead to 4, and LSU's got a chance to go back on offense. They're going to run their screen again, and they've set it up perfectly, and they're going to get a huge first down, broken tackle, Davis Price. But it would be undone by yet another Miami sack, which means Miami's going to get the ball back. 2nd and 10, they've crossed midfield. The 3rd quarter is winding down. Dorsey drops back to pass, and he finds Beard again. Oh, he's going to break the tackle after pointing at Bro, and he's going to extend it all the way down. 2nd and 2 with great field position. Dorsey's going to drop back again, hanging out in the pocket. He's going to find Beard yet again, and this time it is for 6. As good as LSU's offense is, this Miami defense is an all-star unit, and they are struggling to move the ball against it. Here goes Dorsey again, finding Beard for yet another touchdown. LSU's offense is showing some signs of revival here, though, as they're going to find guys like number 13, Dontre Kirkland, and Burrow's main man, Ja'Marr Chase. LSU has steadily moved the ball in this drive. Burrow's dropping back, and he's going to look to take a deep shot. Back up, load up, and he's going to find his man, number 2, Justin Jefferson. He said, do not forget about me. And how about this? LSU down 11, under 7 minutes left to play, 2nd and 10. They've got the ball back, looking to do something. He's going to air it out to Dontre Kirkland again for the big-time gain. Just what they needed. It's 3rd and 5 now, under 5 minutes left to play. Burrow's going to draw back to pass. He's got to do something. This is a pivotal down. Way to evade the pressure. Oh, no, he gets hit, and he fumbles, and is going to be recovered by the Miami defense. And Miami would add a field goal, and LSU was scrambling for a miracle here. 3rd and 6, they're going to hand it off with no timeouts left. I cannot believe what they are doing. What is the sim and the computer doing here? Time is just going to wind down and eventually run out on the Tigers. And congratulations to the 2001 Miami Hurricanes, who have reigned and proven supreme in this playoff challenge tournament of the top 25 teams of the 2000s. It was a really chalky bracket and tournament with the top 4 seeds making the semifinals, and really only one upset, which was the 9 over the 8, so that's really barely an upset. But this was a great national championship game. It was a little bit of what I wanted to, where it wasn't like a blowout, because I do think 2019 LSU is one of the greatest teams of all time, and probably the best modern team of all time, and would give this 2001 Miami team a run for their money. But this was a ton of fun. Congratulations again to the Miami Hurricanes, the #1 team of the 2000s.